starting point for the house was an interesting conversation between us and the family. And the first conversation was, this is our requirement, this is our budget, do as you please. The responsibilities are higher. What do? We break down the subjective requirements into objective descriptions. Natural light, greenery, garden, kitchen gardens. Wife's a chef, the husband is an entertainer, he's a fashion expert. They have a history in Meerut, they have a history in Kolkata. How do you deal with all of this with your own architectural fetishes of parametric design, of vernacular construction, sustainability, and building on a certain budget on a large square footage in Sector 47 Noida, which again is a very upcoming sector within the NCR as well. Hi, I'm Abhishek Bij, partner at Design Plus Architects. Today I'm going to take you through Brixet 47, which me and my father have designed together. This is a sustainable green home for a house of 4. For more details, please visit buildify.com.
Initially, when Anshul approached us, we were a little surprised that he's taken a plot which is facing south. Because people, when they start looking for houses which are Vastu friendly, will probably not pick up a house which is facing south. But he was very clear. South means I'll get plenty of light in the house. And more so, across the road, the green belt. People do not like entering the house from south or from southwest. So this was giving me an option of entering from east. But there's a house next door. That house is already about 2.5 floors high. The idea was, how do I bring in greenery or the light inside the house? So hence my entrance area, which is now the dining space, became double height. And in case you noticed that from the door, apart from the door, I have a double height glazing which is frameless, which is allowing as much light to come in as possible. And also, in case, I don't know whether you noticed or not, the covering which has been done on top, it's not a solid covering. We made a conscious effort of creating a guide on which my greenery could grow. This guide is supported by MS, but then I have my jalis, which is primarily glass fiber concrete jalis, which give an effect of a terracotta jali, and when I enter, have an absolute green cover on top.
So currently we are in the dining space of the house, and this is the heart of the entire residence. Few stories around the dining space. One of them is the floor. During our first few conversations with Anshul and Shruti on their house, one image that they shared was this beautiful inlay work, a simple geometric inlay work from their ancestral home with a black and white granite and a bit of Jaisalmer. We immediately committed that we will use it as is. But one of the things that happens with any inlay work is that if you flood a lot of carpet or furniture or decoration pieces on it, you just can't view it. So instantly idea, before even we are generating all the 3 plans, the first idea was the dining table would be of glass so that you could admire the inlay work.
The family wanted more of an open area. The living areas to be able to relate with my open areas back and forth. So in case we look at now the main living area, although my setback in front mandatory is 6 meters, I've left another 4.5 meters in front of my living room. Same way at the back side, the mandatory is 3 meters. I've left another 4.5 meters at the back side. So effectively, my living area, which is still huge, is this. The only requirement which came from them in terms of Vastu, uncle, can you plan our kitchen in southeast area?
Shruti is the most fantastic cook that I have come across, and she's very fond of cooking. And the kitchen was designed in such a manner that it's a pleasure to work in the kitchen. And we've got a wood panel that opens up. If we have a gathering at our place, we can casually sit at the place and have dinner, do chit chat. While she's working, I can easily hold a discussion with her. So all that has been designed in a very nice manner.
Staircase is as sleek as one can find. This is only about 2 inches of cantilevered RCC beams at every step which are supporting my staircase. The moment I come out to the staircase, there's a lounge there on top. If you see the lounge on first floor, lounge is divided into 2 feet sections. There are 6 sections. And then there are 8 sections like this. You will notice, I'm very proud of the fact The first 6 sections have the best terrazzo. They're done by me by hand. So I send the contractor around to just get me samples of different sizes of this thing, starting from 2B number, 2B, 3, 4 and 5. So we worked out different proportions of 4 colored chips, wash them and get them to this. Today we are so dependent on tools which can hasten up things to be able to get done with the process as fast as possible that you don't necessarily get the result. Jacquarch, maybe 40 years back, I probably needed to sit with the Mistri only once, explain it to him and he'll do it. But here, there's an absolute paucity of skilled labor. So I didn't have anybody who could do a Jacquarch for him. So I asked the same carpenter to design a shuttering for me, gave him the dimensions, asked 2 Mistris to help me out, and I did the Jacquarches. I built one completely. I stood there to see 2 more were done. You will notice the Jacquarches, there is a suspended wooden member at the bottom which is carrying the light, which was added on later. Because I do not have that workmanship, I could not achieve the keystones of same shape to be able to highlight my keystone. So my main activity on top is a master bed, 2nd bedroom. Now this was coming right in front. There was no way of controlling south sun coming into this. So if you notice there's a bay window projection happening there, which is an additional area added to their bedroom with the wall which is blocking off my direct sun coming into it. And because of the huge deep balcony which is in front of the master bed, the girls' bedroom also opens onto the same balcony. And then a study area for girls, which is overlooking the green area at the backside. So while coming up the staircase, and where we are, this is primarily only entertainment area. Anshul and family, they love to socialize.
So what I'm sitting on right now is an amphitheater top on top of the master bedroom. You know, a couple things go hand in hand. We recessed the master bedroom because it's on the south. There was a huge overhang roof that was planned again for the master bed. The play of the geometry was that we gave a little concave curvature to the roof. It creates a really exciting ceiling, an exposed concrete ceiling for the master bed. Here gives me the base for the amphitheater. So we're just, placing our Ipe wood on top of the curvature that we receive by default.
So this was done as a bar. The bar cabinet is actually a cross section of the house. Half this is a section through the front of the building. And then after the staircase, the section, it walks back towards the back end of the building. So what you see here is Anshul's office, children's bedroom on top with a bay window extended out. What you see here is kitchen, the lounge on top with this roofing system. When I come here, this is my double height dining area with the gym on top. What I was trying to say was that this beam, this is supposed to be resting here. So this was aligned with the roof of the gym. My gym came here. Then I come to the staircase. After the staircase, I move back. This is my children's area, niche, and this is a study area. So this is the idea was to try and bring the house here. And because he's too much into socializing and is meeting people here, he can try possibly explain the house to them, even this.
So as you would witness the facade, you would see a lot of natural textures that bring into the warmth of the house. There's brick, there is natural wood, there is concrete, and there's the greenery. The other material that plays a role intrinsically, and that's for the interiors, is the natural lighting. So the entire house is clad with brick tiles. Not only it provides the necessary warmth like I mentioned before, but also provides a thermal mass. We're sitting in North India where the temperatures hit northwards of 47 degrees. So this requires a definite thermal mass to maintain the ambient temperatures as required.
See, independent houses, doing independent houses is a matter of passion. I can only try and create what I'm passionate about. So in case you get to that, you always try and teach people how to do things. And some people are willing to learn. So this is how it was done. Whether it was terrazzo or it was Jacquarches.
One common compliment that I've got from all the friends and relatives and visitors that have visited my house is that it's a very warm and a welcoming place to be. And I have a similar feeling, and I couldn't have wished for a more beautiful house.